Hello class and welcome to a new session. Today I'm going to go over some of the service that Nova is providing us with, which is your ability to access a virtual machine from your web browser. So basically all what you need to do, open your web browser and then you need to go to virtual student.nvcc.edu. Once you go to this site here, it will ask you if you would like to detect the receiver or if you would like to use the light version. If you click on use light version, you will not need to install any of the Citrix receiver software, and that will give you fewer features and you can use it inside your browser. Let me click on detect receiver and then click on agree, and then I'll go ahead and click on download. I already downloaded the receiver. I have it here. I will go ahead and open it. I will go ahead and start to install it. I will continue the installation as you go. I will agree to the installation and then I will install. Right now it's trying to install new software. I will go ahead and put my password, writing files, and now it is installing the Citrix software that we use it in our lab. So if you receive the instructions to set up a workspace with your email or server, check add account. We really need to add account. Just click on continue. Now the installation is successful, and then I will close. I will move the image file to the trash, and now I will go back here and then I will click on the software is already installed. So I will click on software is already installed. I will sign in using my credential. And then I will click on log in. Once I click on log in, it should take me to basically the landing page. Please look on top, you have some apps and then you have desktops. You see all of those desktops, that's awesome. You go to apps and then you have access if you need to use access. If you are using Adobe, you have Dreamweaver here. If you are using Photoshop, if you are using Premiere Pro. So let me try Microsoft Access. When I click on Microsoft Access, you see this file here. I will go ahead and click on this file, and now it will start the application, and then I will click on OK. In a minute you will see Microsoft Access open inside my computer. This is a nice feature that you may want to consider looking at, and then here is the software. If I open a blank database, and then as you can see, you can choose a location, and then I can go down here and go to my account and save the file and keep working as we did in the classroom. So if I close this one here, go back to my screen for the software I have. If I click on desktop, let me try to open one of those desktops. I will click on this one. Now starting the applications, here you go. Look, I have a nice desktop open, and it takes you to the Northern Virginia Community College. In a minute, it will prepare and open the Windows operating system for you to use. And that is something that I really encourage you to consider looking at. It is a nice feature and it will give you access to many of the resources that we used to have in the lab. Once you finish, you go down here and then you there are no power option available. You can just go to your account and then click on sign out. Once you click on sign out, it should take you out of the actual application. You go down here. So right now, you know, if you need Dreamweaver, for example, you go to Dreamweaver, you click on the file, and then it will start the application, and then you go down here, and that is something that you may want to consider looking at. It is a nice feature, and it will give you access to many of the resources that we need for our class. Again, how do you want to access files from this application? I need to read and write, so I will click on read and write, and then here you go, you have the Dreamweaver available. Yes, I have, and then I will go exactly as we did use it in class, standard workspace, and then you get to this screen, you close this, and then you go to site, new site. Let's say this is a test site. I will make that available to myself here. Be careful when you save the file. Make sure, if I go to this PC and then I go down here, this is my local disk, right? So I will go to the local disk here, and then I go to users, right? And then you go to your user account, and then you go to the documents folder, and in here you select the documents folder. See, so, and then you let's say you'd like to create a new folder for the site, you can create a new folder for the site, and then you click on save, and that will create a site, and then you continue working as we did previously. Once you finish, you just basically close the application. If you want to go back here, you can go to the application. If you want, let's say, to use Premiere Pro, and I will click on it. Now it will open the application. This is basically for video editing, and that is something. Do you want to use your microphone? Yeah, okay. Would you like to access? Yes, that's fine. And now it will open the application, and it will also ask me here if I would like to access the camera, if I need to record some video. And you see how nice the software is coming up. All right, so now we will be going into that in more details in the future. And if you go down here, it opens. If you click on one of the tiles that were visible, it will open the applications, and then you get a nice video editing software. Good deal. So now at least we have an idea of how to use the software. If I go up here and then close all projects, I don't need to save. Then I'll click on OK, close Premiere Pro. Now I'm done with Premiere Pro. If I go down here, let me get this out, and then I will go to my browser one more time. If I sign out of the browser, and then let's say I would like to close this screen, go back to my browser one more time, and then again the site is virtualstudent.nvcc.edu. Once you go to this site, it will detect the receiver. Remember, if you would like to use the light version, you don't have to install the software, but you will have limited features, right? If for any reason you missed downloading the software, you can clear the history, and that will get you back to the main screen that we have seen previously. I hope this is helpful. And again, this is a nice feature that Nova is providing us to use some of the virtual services available to us. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of the day.